You guys have mentioned earlier that an artist needs to focus on themselves and growing themselves before actually looking at budgets. So a lot of artists these days focus on social media, their personal websites. So regarding that point, where do you think an artist should best showcase their art? Personal websites, across multiple social media platforms?
People are concentrating so much on the channel and they're forgetting where the audiences are. Is my audience on Instagram? Is my audience on TikTok? Is my audience on YouTube? I get that question a lot. Shouldn't I be on TikTok? It's so new, it's so fresh. I'm like, yeah, but is your audience there? Don't put energy to where your audience isn't. And you need to look at everything as a touch point. It's a journey, right? So if someone lands on a website or lands on your Instagram or lands on your YouTube, a lot of the time I see people on Instagram promoting, oh, check out my YouTube or check out my Facebook. They're on your Instagram. Keep them engaged on your Instagram. They're active on that platform. So you're recruiting an active user. You should be recruiting new users on different platforms. So absolutely, it goes back to my point. Know your audience. Find out who your audience is. Go into, once again, a self-discovery. What are your values? What is it that you want to resonate with your consumer or your audience? And then from then you look at a plan of attack. These are the channels that I need to be present on.
And what do you think the best way is to find your audience? How can I, as an artist, for example, find the best suited audience within whatever platform?
It's twofold. Sometimes we see that it is a testing. Sometimes you might think that your audience is catered to someone else and then all of a sudden a 50-year-old man is listening to it, right? So you don't really know. The consumer behaviours change so fast. What people liked a week ago, people will change next week. So it always needs to be relative. It always needs to be timely. I'm a big fan of testing. You don't know, but you'll know what it connects with, and you'll know what values or whatever it is that you're trying to put out to your audience, or what emotion you're trying to elicit from your audience. So then you'll know, okay, this is my range or my target audience. So I will, my first step is let's target these audiences. Where are they present?
And it's better nowadays because before it was just radio campaign, the streets, album. You only had really the radio and maybe the streets. Now you have so many weapons of choice, and you don't know where it's gonna fall. Like Bobby Shmurda came from Vine, Justin Bieber came from YouTube. It's like, so there's artists I know that came from SoundCloud. So it depends. Whatever your weapon of choice happens to be, and sometimes it falls in your lap. You utilize that and ultimately maximize on whoever's listening to you, and just keep building off that and create a snowball effect.
I think when we're talking about our audience, you mentioned a question about the audience for artists, how to find the audience. I think every artist right now is an entrepreneur and should be really understanding the market, because there is a lot of data, there is a lot of report can be find it everywhere for free, and understanding what is the actually market numbers. Because if you are creating, let's say, like Japanese music, maybe UAE is not the right market for you. So you should actually understanding the data. And I see so much like artists getting buzzing a little bit in terms of music, like I say, like social media and stuff, but instead of maintaining that things, because music is not about going to the top, it's about maintaining to be in the top, because it's very hard competition. So it's not just like, hey, my song have 500,000 views on YouTube, that's it, I need now to rest. No, actually you need to work hard. And I think if every artist pushing in terms being really visible, I think you can reach out to any festival around the world and say, hey, this is my music, I'm gonna be singing for free. I think no one can say no. They will send them ticket and hotel and going to different stages and performance. I don't see much from this part. I think everyone wants to get paid just by having song on SoundCloud, which is not enough to be really being an artist. There is a lot of hard work to be done, and when people, or let's call it the brand, or anyone seeing that kind of hard work in an artist, everyone will be investing in this artist.